Alright, so I don't know if I can actually answer this question the way that the person probably expects me to answer it, which they ask me, what ethnic are you specifically? And sorry, I'm a little bit stuffy, guys, because it's allergy season. So I probably sound like Fran Drescher or something right now. I apologize. I can't really answer that because I am one of those people that just got the luck of their family being from everywhere and being everything. Um, I can tell you most of the things that I know that I am. I know that for sure I am a lot of Middle Eastern and Mediterranean. I mean, there's like tons of that just thrown in there, and most of those were gypsies because all the paperwork. You can tell when there's gypsies in your family, and then when there's rumors, a lot of paperwork doesn't match up or add up. So usually, and then your grandma or somebody has slipped up and said it a couple of times, but I am would be Arabic, Persian, gypsies of all of those too, along with the actual ethnic people, which, as most of you know, gypsies are a Heinz 57 all on their own. Mediterranean, mostly Sicilian from that area, and I know we are related to one of my it's like a great 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 grandfather or somebody was actually Kenyan. He was an escaped slave, and he was actually hung for horse thieving that he did not do. And we know he didn't do it. Pretty much everybody knew he did not do it. He was hung because what he was doing was helping the Native Americans, which I also have a little bit of that somewhere. He was helping the Lumbee tribe steal food to feed the poor people, which were not all Lumbees. It was actually just a bunch of poor people and slaves and people who had escaped and made a community. So that I know for a fact. I know for a fact we have someone way back that is Scottish or Irish, but it's like over 500 years ago. So I'm like 1% of that or something. Um, Filipino. My great grandmother, the one that I look almost just like, except for I'm about a foot taller and I have gray eyes and lighter skin, but we have the same hair color. Well, her hair was naturally blue black. My hair is actually just dark brown. So yeah, that's one of them. And I think there's a drop of Malaysian and Chinese in there. We're related to a lot of French people too. From the Dark Ages or something, but I guess we were related to the people who looked after the king's forests or some crap like that. I don't know. We're not very close with the rest of our family, and I'm not really close to some sides at all. Um, but yes, those specifically are the ones that I can name. Israeli too. Israeli is also one of the ones that's like the Mediterranean, Middle Eastern area. So yeah, there's just a ton of stuff in me. It's from everywhere. And then all the different people who used to be gypsies at one point added like a big, like one of those paintings where they just take all the colors and they like sling it at, yeah. So pretty much I am just like a bunch of everything mixed together with really strong Mediterranean and Middle Eastern overtones. That's why I have the long face and the long nose and everything. Well, let me put it this way. I get treated like crap at the airport, and a lot of people ask me if I'm a Jew. Because people don't realize that there's not a place called Jewland. They actually think that there must be a place called Jewland over there when what they don't realize is that not all people who are Jewish are actually Israeli or even a large part as Israeli. They actually think they expect them to all look like people from Israel, which is funny and kind of racist and weird at the same time. But yes, I get that question a lot. I get, "Are you a Jew?" all the time. And I have to explain to them, no, what you're seeing is a mixture of Middle Eastern features with some European and, from the Mediterranean area all mixed together, and it made this. And some of them were Israeli. And you're probably seeing those features in other people because a lot of people from Israel are Jewish. They just don't realize that it's a religion, not so much an ethnicity of people. But I don't know. All I can tell you guys is that people really think there's a place called Jewland. At least that's what I gather. So I hope this kind of answers your question, because I'm just a lot of things just kind of mixed together. And yeah, that's about that. I really can't give you a specific answer because there's just so much thrown together that I'm just a weird, random genetic lottery that just came together the way it came together. That's all.